Hi, my name is Marcy Bro, and I'm a branding photographer, and I work mostly with women. So as a result of that, I'm often attending women's networking groups, events for women, and spaces and communities that are created for women. And I get a lot of feedback and comments from people that aren't women or don't identify as female of why don't they have men's groups? That wouldn't be appropriate. Why do women have networking groups? Why do women have all of these events for women? And while I definitely see both sides of that argument, I want to offer some feedback of why it's important to have women's events. As a person who is really marketing actively to women, that's my demographic. I want to walk into a room where my potential client is there. Also, as a founder of a company, I love having other women founders and business owners that I can see as mentors who can teach me, or women that I can serve as a mentor for. And having spaces that are female only with this very unapologetic feminine energy is so important, because there's definitely a difference between walking into a room that's full of women versus walking into a room that's mixed men and women. For instance, a lot of times when I come into women's events, I see other women and they're dressed so fun and amazing. They're wearing like these banging outfits. They put on their hot, sexy shoes. And I love that, because that tells me that woman, she's dressing for herself or she's dressing for other women. She's not there wearing that outfit to catch the attention of a man. She's doing it because she's having fun. Women have a lot more fun. We dress sometimes in silly or themed outfits, especially around the holidays or events that have themes. I've definitely worn things to women's events that I would never wear to a mixed networking event. And that's what I mean about being unapologetically feminine. There's just a certain vibe and certain energy in spaces that women have created for themselves. And while men are welcome to attend these events, there has to be a certain kind of mentality as a man when you walk into a space that's a feminine space. You have to be the kind of guy that can just really hang with that feminine energy. And us women, we love those men. So I don't want it to feel like we're excluding men. It's more about who we're including and who we're being open to, as opposed to who we're excluding. So if you're seeing these groups from the lens of being inclusive and being welcoming to women as opposed to excluding, that might help make them a little more understandable. I also think there's a lot of value to walking into a room where you can be vulnerable and you can be honest, because women, we're going through things as a culture and as a community that men just aren't. And a lot of times, women in business, they're moms as well. And let's be honest, a lot of the burden of raising children, certain aspects, it falls on the mom the way it doesn't fall on the dad. For example, I know many moms that are responsible for school pickup and drop off. So if you're hosting an event at 7 a.m., a breakfast event, that's excluding a whole portion of the population that just can't be there because they're responsible for school drop off, or they have to find childcare in order to attend that event. And that's just something that sometimes, honestly, men don't even think about. But there's also something really valuable about creating a space where women they feel seen and they feel heard. I just know a lot of women don't feel the confidence to speak up or speak their mind in a room where maybe there's mixed company. And there's something really validating about being in a space of people that are just like you and are going through the same struggles and have the same issues. And that's why I feel like it's important for us to create these rooms and to create events for us to network and to connect. Because many times these spaces have not been created for women. So we have created this space for ourselves. And this is an opportunity for us to connect with other women and really talk about the struggles and the issues that are really focused specifically to women. So some people might say, oh, it's a double standard that you have events for women versus a men's only event, which might be frowned upon. And is it a double standard? Yeah, it is. And that's because women have been the subject of double standards since the dawn of time. Women are treated differently. So we're embracing that, and we are creating a space and we're creating community where we can be treated and treat other women exactly like we want to be treated. And we're not waiting for validation, or we're not waiting for an invitation. We are creating the invitation. So if you know a woman in business, or you know a woman who really wants to network with other women in business, that's a good opportunity to suggest that she attend women's groups. I have received so much love and support, and I've become friends and business allies with so many women in these groups. And it's because I'm showing up in this space where I just feel welcome, I feel seen, and I feel the comfort to be vulnerable in a way that I wouldn't be if I was around men, let's just be honest. So that's my take on the benefits of having women's group versus men's only group. I'd love to hear your feedback.